166 പേരുടെ മരണത്തിനിടയാക്കിയ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ തന്നെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ഭീകരാക്രമണം അതായിരുന്നു മുംബൈ ഭീകരാക്രമണ കേസ്. മുംബൈ ഭീകരാക്രമണത്തിൽ വീരമൃത്യു വരിച്ച മലയാളിയായ NSG കമാൻഡോ മേജർ സന്ദീപ് ഉണ്ണികൃഷ്ണൻ, ഒരിക്കലും നമ്മൾ ആ പേര് മറക്കില്ല. മേജർ സന്ദീപ് ഉണ്ണികൃഷ്ണനെ കൂടി ഈ ഘട്ടത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ ഓർക്കേണ്ടതായിട്ടുണ്ട്. തഹാവൂർ ആണയെ ഇന്ത്യൻ നിയമത്തിന് മുന്നിൽ എത്തിക്കുമ്പോൾ സന്ദീപ് ഉണ്ണികൃഷ്ണന്റെ പിതാവായ K ഉണ്ണികൃഷ്ണൻ പറയുന്നത് കൂടി ഒന്ന് കേൾക്കാം.
No, this has been in news for the last 1 week or so. Now only, he has touched down and then we got the news that we have come back. But in my opinion, this is a very good achievement diplomatically. And it shows that we have not left 2611 just like on the drawing board or anything like that. We are pursuing very vigorously and we got one of the success, one of the considerable success. That we have to say that important plotter and facilitator, you can say that. He was the person who helped Headley to establish in India and then select the places where they have to attack. So, in one sense, 2-3 days, they could succeed. After that, we picked up on our own, and our forces did not allow them to exceed the limits. So that was the story. But I don't think that we can give directly any punishment to them. So we have a lot of agreements and international treaties of extradition. So let us hope that we can prove at least that what has happened and the connections we can. They used the connections between the agencies in Pakistan and also the Pakistan Army as well as these terrorists. We will get some good information, first-hand information from this man, and that we can use internationally to pin down the perpetrators.
So do you feel this is bringing to our country any closer to justice for what happened?
No, this is another step actually. So this is not a closure actually. No closures are there. No, people used to ask me, Kasab. Yeah, that's right. So when we executed Kasab, we have completed our revenge or something like that. No, it's not something like that. For the families, you can say that who killed my son? No, so I kill him. that is the revenge. But that in a national level, that is not the revenge actually. So we have given even Kasab also, the dreaded terrorist, we gave him chances to prove that he is innocent, but he could not prove, and then we had the process. The legal process was this thing like that. In this case also that will happen. But this is international agencies and international diplomacy is involved, so we will have restrictions. That's what exactly I mean.
So one more thing that, after all those years, would you want the world to remember about, considering Sandeep Krishna's sacrifice?
No. It is not that. No, see, there are other sacrifices also. So I don't take it as my son. See, I speak about my son because I am his father. But I don't say that he is the ultimate. Definitely not. We have many Sandeeps there in our armed forces, and that is why we are living peacefully. So he was one among them, and then he got the opportunity, and then he did it nicely, very nicely. That's all. Other than that, I don't take pride that my son has done this, done that, or something like that. In the movie, my character, he has been telling that my son. I don't think that is right. That's all. This is cinematic. This thing like that. I never said that. I said the wrong intention of media. So the media actually they gave the live link. So I spoke in this thing, what is that called, Gateway of India itself, and then I opened up my mind. So I don't say the world should remember or something like that. Any sacrifice, not Sandeep, any sacrifice made for this country as citizen of India, we are indebted to them. That's what I'm telling. You do remember or you forget. It's because all the 24 hours you cannot go on remembering somebody, but when the opportunity comes, when you are remembering about other people, remember Sandeep also. That's all I would say. Because he was one among the people, those who have done that. It's not that exclusive soldier, or I don't want any credit for him also. So, while in life also he was like that. He never wanted any credit for anything which he has done.
So one last thing that, it's been almost more than 15 years now. So, this extradition, don't you think it was, a long wait?
No. See, considering the legal process, that too international legal process, he was arrested 1 year after that, I think. I don't remember that date. But it took only 14 years or something like that. See, in the process, so he would have been subjected to several rounds of questioning, maybe even by Indian agencies also. But this is only to show the people of India that, not show the people, it's an effort that, we have brought him back after 16 years of 26/11. And we have not left the investigation so far. We are continuing that until and unless there is a total closure. That's our aim. That may not happen, but our effort will be for that.